it is coming. It's just around the corner. Elementary schools everywhere are gearing up for the favorite day of the year, Field Day.
Ready?
It's a highlight and rite of passage, a really fun way to put an exclamation point on the school year, and all of it rests on the shoulders of you classroom moms. Well, lucky for all of us, we are in the presence of a Field Day queen. Studio 5 Home and Family Life contributor Maria Eckersley has run the Field Day show at her school for how many years now?
I've been doing it 8 years.
8 years.
8. This is my first year off. I'm going to Cancun.
She's taking a vacation from Field Day.
Yep.
But she's passing the torch literally onto all of us. I'm not going to let go of your prop. I'm not going to make Jeff chase this down the plaza one more time. What do you love about Field Day, Maria?
There is so much enthusiasm and build up in the kids. Like, they've been in school in desks all year. They need a day to just run.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I also love the parents that like come and play. To watch parents play with their kids on a giant field is a blast.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
You are bringing, of all the 8 years, your best of the best. These are
Yeah.
your favorite Field Day games that obviously could translate to a family reunion or a youth group activity. What's first?
Okay, so we have, this is called Death Ball.
Death Ball.
Because you got to bring the seriousness if you're going to get the 6th graders into this game.
Okay.
The best games I found are, it's hard to explain games in a big group, so you kind of have to be able to say the directions really fast.
Yeah.
So the best games are usually games that involve like a basic game with a new twist.
Okay.
So this is kind of like Monkey in the Middle with a twist.
Okay.
So basically the whole class will play against the person in the middle, and the class is trying to be in a big circle around the person in the middle. They're just trying to toss the ball back and forth in the class. If they can get the ball tossed 7 times without the person in the middle catching it, then the class wins and the person in the middle gets totally dunked. So we usually have this big sponge and a giant bucket of water, and I'm telling you, they get drenched at Field Day.
Because water is just part of Field Day,
Right?
right? I always
Absolutely.
feel bad for that monkey in the middle.
Oh, no,
and
they
pray it's
love
not
it.
me. Oh, they get into
They
it.
love that. In fact, they wear that water with pride the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this to Jeff so
Let
we
that
don't have
one
to babysit the ball. What's our next game?
Okay, we call this one Battleship because it's based on the same kind of game,
Okay.
right? This is just a simple volleyball net, and then literally you have 2 teams that lay on the ground. Because again, another tip for Field Day is find games that involve everyone all the time. No lines, no waiting.
Got it.
So the players will actually lay on the ground like ships, and then one side will toss wet sponges over the the net, and if they hit somebody, then they go off the field. So just trying to get the whole
If
team
they
out.
get hit by the sponge bomb.
Again, they got the pride badge of I got hit with the water. It's fun.
That's fantastic. And constant rotation. People are always playing and
Yep.
joining in.
They love it.
Battleship, super
Battleship.
fun. All right, what's happening here?
Okay, so this one we call Kingpin. This is a spin on dodgeball. What I don't love about dodgeball is they tend to aim for each other's heads.
I was going to say ball in the face, never a fun experience.
So this is like dodgeball. It's set up with the same basic rules, except you're not hitting each other, you're hitting the pins. So
Okay.
each side has 3 pins. They can place them wherever they want on the field. The other side is trying to chuck the ball and knock down the pins. If all 3 pins go down, then they win. So everybody else is trying to guard the pins and protect them. It's fun.
And how have you set up the pins? What are these?
So these are just like on cup pong containers, but usually we do 5-gallon buckets at Field Day because you need something bigger. And they're just jumbo bowling pins.
So it's target, there's
You could
cheering.
use a soda bottle, you could use any.
Sure, just prop them up, elevate them off the
elevate 'em
ground.
up.
And that's called again?
Kingpin.
Kingpin, okay.
Yes. Okay, this is one of, it's been at a Field Day every year. It's called 6 corners.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember 4 corners from being a kid in elementary school. Okay, this is the same concept. Basically, we have big music playing, jamming the whole time. The
You
kids
got to.
dance in the middle. As soon as the music stops, they have to commit to one of the 6 corners. And then the teacher will roll a big die, and then that corner gets completely soaked with water.
With a hose or with what?
No, we have like 20 of these. Or a
Super
great big
soakers.
one. And only the teachers get to soak the kids. So the teachers love this station.
So I've got bundles of kids going to corner 1, corner 2. Groups are forming,
Right.
and then whatever number lands on the dice, that bucket gets soaked.
Yep, and then you start to play again. You turn the music back on and everybody plays.
I want to come to your Field
It's
Day.
so
Can I
fun.
do it over?
Yes,
I
I'm
mean,
doing
the
it.
irony here is that you're going to be in Cancun
I
while
know,
we're
not
on
this
Field
year.
Day. That's
Sorry.
funny. That's funny. Okay, what's this called?
Okay, so this is human tic-tac-toe is what we call this.
Okay.
Basically, you're going to have 2 teams of players back here, and then you have a tic-tac-toe grid. So we normally make this out of hula hoops on the grass at Field Day.
Uh-huh.
And then the 2 teams have numbers. So the X team and the O team, they each have numbers like 1 to 10 or whatever.
Like paper numbers, t-shirts?
No, just you tell them their number.
They just know in their
They just
brains.
know, like
Okay.
you're number 1. So if I, as the referee or the moderator, call out number 2, then the 2X and the 2O run down and try and grab one of the spots on the field. And then they sit and they make an X or they make an O.
Uh-huh.
And they stay. If they get there first, they get to stay and mark that spot for their team. And then the first team to get tic-tac-toe wins.
We are human playing chips.
I know. And
This is so cool.
easy and so fun. They love that one.
Any advice for recruiting parents and letting them get in on the spirit of this? I mean, you mentioned music.
Yeah.
You mentioned, like, you know, organization. It's sometimes hard to hype, I think, the volunteers because they're dragged down with the details sometimes.
You got to do the theme. For us, that's where the theme comes in. So we've had like a galactic theme for Star Wars and a superhero theme. If there's a theme, then the parents automatically are like, oh, it sounds like a party. I want to come.
They're dressing up. They're showing up.
Oh, and they like dress up.
Look at your eyes. Oh.
They are awesome. Our volunteers are incredible.
That's so cool. I think there's something to that, setting the tone, right,
Yes,
for the rest of the
yes,
event.
for sure.
All right, this looks like a scene from Sing 2. Have you watched Sing 2?
Yes.
I don't care what you do. Okay, whatever.
Yes, this is, we call it the stick game, as easy as that sounds. This is probably one of the most popular with the older grades. You simply, each of us would hold a stick like this.
Okay.
You have one hand behind your back.
Okay.
And we stand in a great big circle. And then the moderator calls out right or left. If she calls right, then I have to let go of that and drop.
I played this, and you try to catch.
Yeah, so I'm trying to catch yours, you keep moving. So you can play 50 kids all at once, and they have a blast.
And you're bullhorning it as the moderator?
Yeah, just with a megaphone.
Feeling the full
all
power?
All of my volunteers have megaphones. It's another good tip.
They have costumes, they have megaphones, they are feeling this party. All right, last game, your favorite.
Okay, this is one of my favorites. This is a twist on Tug of War. Sometimes we call it King of the Crate or Tug of War Topple. Basically, a kid stands on each of these milk crates, and you're just got a jump rope between you, and you're doing a tug of war. But the challenge is, of course, that you like want to not topple off of your milk crate.
Right.
So they're just kind of pulling against each other. The winner moves forward, the loser goes down. But you all keep playing. So we will have like 20 of these stations set up, and there's a huge row of kids playing. Okay,
and as we talk about the bullhorn and we talk about, you know, loose structure, any advice for teaching a large group of people games like this?
Megaphone's probably your biggest one, but the bigger one I think is just keeping the games familiar. All these games are based on a simple, familiar game, so that even if kids didn't really pay attention, they kind of get the idea really fast.
All right, suddenly Field Day is feeling fresh, it's feeling fun. We can't look forward to that end of year celebration. You can share more ideas, right, for us on your Instagram?
Yeah, I have all 6 years of Field Day free downloads on my website, just so somebody else will do it. It's honestly the best thing.
Let this lady go to Cancun already. Right? Give her a year off. We will pick up the torch, as I said, and proudly carry it forward. We'll link you over to Maria's website, which is
mecmom.com.
Look for the link on our website. Thank you so much. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you.
You've earned it.